6:10 upcoming. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if it starts working on my I have my YouTube channel, you guys. Sometimes my multicasting from Whatnot over to the other platforms doesn't always work. So I'm hoping that it does work. But is there anybody in the chat right now that is new to selling on Whatnot and you want to learn just some of the basics just to get started? Let me know. Drop a heart in the chat if you're interested. I can kind of show you like how to upload an item. I can show you how to create a giveaway, which is basically the same thing as uploading an item, and how to set up a show. Just let me know in the chat. Or if you guys have other questions, let me know as well. um, I'm gonna just do this to help Heart to Haven because she's about to be a new seller and I want to kind of show this. So this is the Whatnot app. If you guys can see this, this is on an Android. So if you have an Apple, it is going to be just a little bit different. But typically what I do when I want to load something is I go into my profile and I go into shows, and I'm going to go into whatever show that I'm going to create this item for. And then I go over to the right hand side where it says shop, and then I hit this plus button, and I'm just going to create an item. And typically I do a quality listing versus a temporary, because quality will stay in there and it keeps a photo in there. So when it comes up, it says quality listing. And so I'm just going to pick a random photo from my phone. Um, let's see. Do I even have a random photo? No, I do not have a random photo right offhand. I guess I'm just going to take a picture of this. You guys, I'm working on these for a future show, so I'm going to take a picture of this. They're not 100% done yet, but I'm sitting here working on painting baseballs. Hey, honey at home, welcome in. Good to see you guys. So I just went ahead and took a picture. Normally, you would do more pictures than that, but it's okay. I'm just testing. And typically, if you have not filled out one of these before, you want to go into your category and then you want to search down to the appropriate category that this item is. This is going to be arts and handmade because I did hand make um I did paint it. So I'm just going to do handmade items and then artisan home goods. That's really hard to show, but I just put it in that category. You just need to put your item, whatever it is you're selling, in the appropriate category. And then I'm just going to call this the Americana baseball hand painted. Americana. Man, I miss this keyboard. Okay. So I just went ahead and just typed in Americana Baseball hand painted as the title and the description. I could type more if I wanted to, but I'm not going to go do that today. And then I'm going to leave my quantity as one. I have more than one, but I'm going to upload them probably later. And then the next option you have is the middle, and it says, do you want to have it as a buy it now item, which can be bought anytime? Do you want it to be an auction item that you run during your show, or you can set it up as a giveaway? So if you're trying to create a giveaway, you just click on giveaway. If you're doing auction, you leave it as auction. If you do buy it now, you change it to buy it now. So I'm going to do an auction item, and then I'm going to change my shipping is actually, wait a minute. And then I'm going to enter my starting bid. You can add whatever you want it to be. I'm just going to put $1. I'm just gonna put $1 for today, and then you can select sudden death if you want to. It's already in the show that I'm in, creating it, and then I'm gonna pick what my shipping would be. And if you guys need to do a shipping profile, you go to the top and hit custom, and you can create a custom profile. These other ones that you guys see at the top, these are custom profiles that I have made. So I have like a 7 pound single ship item, 8 pound single ship. I have an art. I have a printer tray. Oh boy. I have a printer tray. I have a 10 pound. So I have other different ones in there. This one, I think I'm just going to get away with 8 to 11 ounces. It's a baseball. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. So basically, that is how you upload an item if you are a first time seller. And now, if you go into my auction tab, you can see that I uploaded this. Well, this is not a baseball, it's actually a softball. I'm a dum dum, but I uploaded this hand painted Americana ball into my auction tab. So I can just, whenever I'm live during my show, I mean, it's ready to go. I can hit the pin button. It looks like a push pin. And if you can see at the bottom of the screen right now, it changed to Americana Baseball and it's pinned at the bottom of the screen. If I want to hit start auction, I can change the price it starts for right here. I can change the time. I can change the count. What does it say? Counter bid time. I can turn on sudden death right here, and then I can click start auction if I wanted. So that's basically how that works whenever you are live and running the item. And then if you want to do a giveaway, it's basically the same process. You just change that tab to giveaway. So hopefully that's helpful. I'm going to tell Heart to Haven to rewatch that just so she knows how to upload items. Did I miss any questions? Did I miss any questions? Let's see. Um, Advertising on other platforms. Did I answer your question on that? Advertising on other platforms. I try to do TikTok and Instagram. I really like those. I'm obsessed with Instagram, but it's harder to grow on Instagram. It is really, really hard. I feel like networking does the best way of growing on Instagram and doing your stories and kind of like tagging different companies and stuff like that and other friends of yours. I feel like that helps you grow. But it does take a lot of time just to grow on the app. I feel like TikTok has more potential, like random potential of growth on there, just by being consistent and consistently like showing up and sharing, little snippets. I mean, it could just be you walking in the store, whenever you're sourcing or you're out at a garage sale and you like are like, oh my God, I just found something amazing. And you just took a little video, y'all, look what I just found, and just show it. And, just your excitement could be a simple reel on TikTok. It only has to be like 7 seconds for it to just be, something that goes viral. And just showing that, just showing up. And they do say that posting 3 times a day is a way to get your account going on TikTok, but that's really hard, you guys. That is so hard for me. I am not that good. They're lucky if they get one post a week from me. I'm just not so obsessed. So I feel like if you want to focus on advertising, just pick one app to advertise and then just focus on that one. Just focus on that one. Yeah, I don't like making videos, but I will tell you guys, and I think I have TikTok on this phone, this other phone, I think. But one time I was thinking to myself, I really need to start making. Whoa. That's TikTok. I was about to show you guys. But one time I was like, I need to start making videos and content for advertising to get people excited about things that I find. And so I was like, I'm at an estate sale. I found something really cool. So I did a really quick video. And honestly, I was like, I could possibly use that, but I wanted to show my mom. And so it was actually the video that I sent my mom, and I was like, look at this. It's so pretty. I can't afford it. They wanted like $195 for it, but it was so pretty. I was like, "You think we can make that?" Anyways, I took that video that I sent my mom and I put it into a reel on TikTok, and you guys, it went viral. I've never went viral before. Like, I was lucky to get like 300 views. So the fact that it went over 100,000 views, I was just like, "What the heck?" It was absolutely crazy. But if you guys want to see it, it's right here. I'll show you. It won't have the, I guess I could turn up the audio. But I just posted this. It was that one. It was so cool. So I'm working on making one of those, by the way. I've been collecting crystal shakers, but that one, just randomly, just something that you're going to send to someone and say, hey, look at this. Isn't this cool? It made a reel and it drew attention. It was absolutely crazy. So think about those little things. If you want to go show somebody, show TikTok at the same time. Why not? The social part of this and sourcing has stressed me out so much, has held you back from being a seller. Just do one at a time, walks your mom. You don't have to do all the Instagram and all the TikTok and all the other things right now. When I first started, I'll be honest with you, all I was doing was working full time, and then I was doing one show a week. And I was just trying to go in other people's shows and just chatting. And, I was learning at the same time. Like, I was on the app for about a month before I even signed up to be a seller. And then I started going, but I continuously kept going in other people's shows to get ideas of how I can improve my own show. Like, what kind of stuff were people sourcing, and what kind of things were what things were selling for. Was I able to get a good deal? Um, and stuff like that. Because you want to kind of know, like, what is stuff selling for on the Whatnot app, and then whenever you do go outsourcing, are you really getting a good deal? Like, do you have potential of it selling, or are you going to lose your butt if you were to attempt to sell it for $1 or start it for 10, even though you paid 25 for it or something like that? It's just you kind of have to go out there and do your research and make friends and hang out with different sellers. And so that's what I would start with. And then once your business grows, then I would start introducing the other platforms, trying to get more of an audience coming out and hanging out with you. But just to start with, just being on Whatnot and selling, it is a lot of work. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you, you guys. It is such a hard job. It is a hard job because it's not just, hey, I'm going to go shop and then I'm going to sell this. You have to go shop for said items. You have to clean said items. You have to set up your show and load all those items. You do your show and then you're selling everything. And then after do all your selling, let's say you have a sold out show, then you have to pack all of those things, pack it up. So you have to make sure that you have boxes, you have bubble wrap, you have tape, all the things that you need to do the shipping. You have to pack it all up, ship it to the post office, and then you do that on repeat again. Sourcing. And sometimes if you have two or three shows at a time, you have to do all that simultaneously. It's not just in order. You're doing this and this and this and this and this. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving parts, but it is doable. It is doable, but I would just start slow. You can't just go 90 to nothing right when you start. It's really, really hard just for somebody just joining and not having someone to help hold their hand and getting through the process. Just start slow. Like my first show, I sold 12 items and I was so excited. You know why? I wasn't going to be overwhelmed about trying to figure out shipping for 12 items. If I would have sold 150 items my first show, I would have been so overwhelmed and wouldn't know where to start. I probably would have walked away after that. 12 items was doable. I made some money. I was excited. I was like, hey, I can do this. This is not so bad. 12 items is exciting. I mean, $90 more than I had in my pocket. So that was just amazing. So just keep pushing. And the next show, I was like, I would like to see if I can make $10 more than I did my first show, and I just keep pushing and keep pushing. Like we all want to have those really good shows. Um, let's see. So does mentioning whatnot on TikTok hinder my views on TikTok? As far as I know, I don't think so. As far as I know, I don't think so, but I try not to really put that in there. I will say, come check me out over on with the same name on other apps, or you can do hashtag whatnot. You can put the what is it called? The sticker on TikTok that flashes like whatnot on it. And I know sometimes that as you keep posting, sometimes whatnot boosts your posts as well because they're trying to get more traction over on other apps to bring them over to Whatnot. So I know that is a possibility too. But I believe you can tag Whatnot, like Whatnot reseller or hashtag Whatnot. I can't remember all the other ones, but they're out there. You can totally look up hashtags and learn all of that. Let's see. You guys hold just for 1 second. I need to text someone back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Sorry. I just had to text somebody so they knew what was going on. I'm back. I'm back. I try to do that really fast. Any other questions, you guys? You have me for another 25 minutes or so. I allotted about an hour for today's seller support. I wanted to do this on Monday, but Monday got to be crazy because I went and bought an estate haul out and it's still in my car. I'm letting it bake in my car because it's so hot. It's a lot of fabric, and I figure that's the way to kill anything if it's in my car and it can just bake alive because it's about 100 degrees, and so it will get really, really hot in there. I gotta get all of that unloaded. And then yesterday was my birthday, so I wanted a day off, you guys. I wanted a day off. I wasn't feeling that great anyways. So I just took a chill day. We all need a chill day, right? We all need a chill day, a mental health day, a day to think and rest and fill our cup so we can keep going. And today I'm like a busy bee. I'm a busy bee. So hey, Evergreen Estate, welcome in. You guys, please follow Evergreen Estate, Shooting from the Hip. They're great sellers. I co host trains with Evergreen Estate. She's a sweetheart. I don't think she likes hearing me tell her that, but she is. Everybody loves her. Look what I'm making. Hey, Tennessee Treasures, welcome in. I'm making some more. You guys, I got a bunch of baseballs when I was in Wisconsin on my trip at the end of May, and I've been sitting here trying to paint these up. These two take a long time to make, but I love how old these are. Like they're so old and worn. But I'm painting up some more because I have like an Americana types train on Saturday. So I'm really excited. It's called Fireside Finds, and it's like Americana red, white, and blue theme. And I'm like, I really want to do some more baseballs because I had another Americana show, and I did two just to see if everybody would like them, and they went over really well. So I'm definitely making more. I got baseball size, and then the other. See, I haven't even did the stars on these yet, and they're cute. I decided to do wavy lines and then straight lines, and I just love them. I still gotta seal them up. They are really cute. Can you guys imagine like a bunch of those and like a really big vase and then stick flowers out of the top as like a centerpiece? That would be so adorable. Or even just a really big apothecary jar and put the baseballs in it. That would be adorable. I have so much 4th of July decor left over from your Vintage Market Day show. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, now I realize who you are, honey at home. Holy shit. Honey Hush. Oh my gosh. Do you need to get an arrangement? Are you selling on here yet? I know you're selling on that other account, but are you selling under your Honey Hush business yet? I know you know how to do it. I know you know how to do it. You guys, I know Honey Hush from the crafting days. I used to do a lot of crafting stuff. What was it? I can't remember. It was 2 different crafting groups that we are a part of. You should though. I didn't have any following. I will be honest with you, I told nobody I was over here. Nobody. Yes, it was Katie's group when I first met you, and didn't you go over to the other one? I can't remember, but yes, it was Katie's group for sure. But I had nobody that come over. I didn't share it on my Facebook group. I didn't share it anywhere. I just started here fresh. Just trying something new, see if it was worth my time. And I have grown it to what it is today. I've been here about 2 years, and I've really been doing it more part-time than full-time, and it's been doing really, really good. So you don't have to have your following over here. But if you already have your following, you can just share it on your social media. I mean, there's so many sellers like Turquoise Valentine that is over here, and there's so many crafters. There's so many crafters that are on this app now. It's crazy. Shipping stresses you out. We'll just limit how many things you want to sell in a show. Once you hit that certain number, you'll be like, okay, guys, I'm hopping off. I gotta go. And then just do your shipping. It's no big deal. Just don't sell crazy stuff until you're ready for it. Like, don't sell really big pieces of art. Don't sell a ton of glass until you're ready for it. But yeah, clothing is easy. I do clothing on other platforms. I don't really want to do the clothing thing here because that's stressful in my opinion. I don't want to have it all pretty, but I can do it on other platforms. I'll take a picture for you and I'll list it, and that's it. It's more the profiles and the different weights. It's easy. If it's glass, typically it's a pound or more. I wouldn't go underweight for glass unless it's like small. Salt and pepper shakers about 8 to 11 ounces. Typically, most of them you can get away with that. This I would sell at 8 to 11 ounces. I do max shipping sometimes. I only offer it on like linen shows, ephemera shows, salt and pepper shaker shows, the lighter type items or the smaller type items that I can do, and maybe like a vintage variety type show that I'm doing and that I have limited time of what I'm selling. But if I'm selling glass or brass or big pieces of art, I typically do not offer max shipping. And it doesn't really affect anything because 5 pounds gets you 921 gets you 5 pounds, and you can do quite a bit, at least 5 items, 4 to 5 items typically in a box, for the most part. I could do vintage shows with crap. Yes, exactly. See, just start with what you got and see how it goes. I mean, if you don't like it, you can stop, you know? But I know that you have the personality. I know you have the personality. I know you have like you love your vintage and then you love the handmade. And I feel like you can mesh them together and you could just have so much fun with it. It doesn't have to fit in a priority box. Nope. Doesn't have to fit in a priority box. I use a lot of brown boxes that I pick up from the grocery store or uh everywhere actually. I get brown boxes everywhere. Dollar General, so much more. Yes, it would be more fun. You know why? Because you can take all your stuff and you can set up shelves and display them and make them all pretty. And then you can load your items and then sell it. And then you can start over and, decorate something else. I mean, it's super fun. That's my favorite part is curating a show and like with a theme and selling it and then starting over and doing something else. It's so fun. I typically just source randomly all these different places and then I bring it all together into a show and it's like, wow, it is such a vibe whenever you bring it all together. Um, but yeah, do different themes. You can have so much fun. But some people just do vintage variety and people love that as well. It's my favorite thing to do anyway. Yeah, you love to decorate. I know you love to decorate. I've seen you decorating your house. I follow you on Facebook. So it'd be so much fun. Yeah. So if you end up starting to sell on here, let me know. I do these seller supports typically on Mondays. Um, Around 3:15 typically is when I do them. Hopefully, yeah, this next week I should be able to do them again on Monday. So if you have questions, holler at me. But yeah, just before you sign up to be a seller, just see if you can set up some shelves and pick out, like 30 things and take pictures and, get ready and then just go ahead and do it. Because I believe they give you bonuses once you sign up and get approved to be a seller. They give you bonuses if you have a show within 7 days and then that they like price match it. So it's like, hey, I can make $150 if I hit X amount and you sell to like 5 different people. I'm like, why not? So cool. So they didn't do the matching amount with whenever I signed up, so I feel like that is a really good incentive. They offered me $25 for promotion. It's $400 now. Oh my gosh. Well, honey, at home, can I refer you? Well, actually, the account that you sell under for your boss, I believe that's your boss. They could probably refer you too. But if you need a referral, let me know. Because I believe if you get a referral to become a seller, you can get approved faster. I think that's what it is. And Be More Thrifty just says she thinks it's about $400 now that they match the more that you sell. So you could bring your friends from Facebook and advertise yourself and get a big hoopah. And if you have a killer show, you can bring in more money for yourself. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I only got $25 to promote myself and I got nothing out of it. Dang. I wonder if I could like sign up for a new account. No, they probably won't be like, no, ma'am, you can't get no more bonuses. They say 150 to 400, but I just referred my sister and her says they'll match up to $400. That's amazing. I have 7,000 followers on. Oh my gosh, girl. See, you could. Take a okay, honey hush, take your a picture of, like, your death pile, which you know that's your death pile, it's just sitting there and you don't wanna look at it anymore. Take a picture and be like, "Y'all, have you ever heard of Whatnot? I've been thinking about selling off my junk stash for a while. Would y'all be interested in shopping with me?" And then do another post, "Look what I found in my death pile. I'm gonna join Whatnot soon." Get people, like, asking, and I bet you they will come over. I bet you they would. I bet you they would. That might s No, they won't. I didn't say take a picture of the whole room, just make a pile of stuff. Don't let them know you're a hoarder, although I've seen your hoarding room. Yeah, they love digging through stuff. I will tell you, you don't even have to make it look pretty. You could just show them your room and they'll be like, dig, dig, dig. I want to get in there. Oh my gosh, CLM Farm. Thank you so much for the raid, hun. How are you doing? Did you have a fabulous show? Everyone, please go follow CLM Farm. She's an amazing seller on the app. I love her. And you guys, she has goat milk products and her oh, the cream on the face. I just went dead of what that's called. Tallow cream, I love that, you guys. The tallow is absolutely amazing. I will just say this about CLM Farm. With her tallow, if I shower at night and then after my shower, I put on like a pea size amount and put it on my face, the next morning when I apply my makeup, I feel like it is very smooth because my skin is still moisturized from it. I feel like my makeup just looks better. And, so yeah, you guys definitely go check out CLM Farm. You gotta pack your show. Oh, yes, definitely. Message me if you wanna bounce some more ideas off me. I don't mind. I feel like you would do really good. Oh, thank you. See, I tell you, I feel like my makeup is looking better because whenever I use the tallow, I know it's kind of shaded and weird in here, but I actually have to wear makeup in the morning right now because I go to work. I'm working part-time, like 4 hours a day. Have a good day. Yes, tallow is the balm. Yes. And I love that it's natural, you guys. Natural is the way to go to be healthier and doing good. And then I just started in another diet thing. This- And what I think I've lost like 5 pounds. So hey, that's not bad for about a week. So I'm excited. You guys, migraine meds make me gain weight. I don't know about you guys, but that absolutely sucks. But I'm trying something else to lose weight, trying to get it off, counteract the meds, and it's going good. But I feel like I don't eat very much anymore. I'm just trying to stay hydrated, which is really hard to do when it's so hot outside and you're sweating like a pig trying to work and move stuff around when it's 100 degrees. You guys are quiet. Does anybody have any seller support questions? I forgot to say that. I'm Amanda with Gems and Joy, and we're just doing a seller support chat show. So if you guys are a seller or thinking about coming on to sell, I can answer any questions that you may have. I've been on the app for a little over 2 years. It was 2 years in March. So 2 years, 3 months. Yeah, 2 years, 3 months. We're in June. We're in June now. Um, yeah, and I love being on Whatnot. It's my saving grace, and I did go into doing this full time in January, but I got in my head. I'll just be honest with you guys. I got really in my head after a big competition show, and I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. And I applied for a job and I ended up getting this part-time job, which is fine, you guys. I'm always looking at the future and they offer it's part-time and it's always going to be part-time, even though if I take over director position for it, it'll always be 20 hours a week, which is fine. And it gives me the option of paying for some taxes. So maybe I won't have to pay in so much doing this business, which is fine with me. And then two, it offers retirement, which is a big plus plus, and I can still do my whatnot, so it's fine. Uh, yeah, I'm trying not to think about that show, but I'll just be honest. It it got in my head, and I'm just trying to make you guys relatable. Like, I want you to see that I'm relatable. I've been on this app for 2 years. And I still get in my head. I still get like, I can't do this. I'm not as good as anyone else. I start comparing myself and I deeply got into my head. And then I just saw this opportunity of being able to work part time. And I was like, okay, I can still do whatnot and I'll take some of the pressure off of myself and maybe it won't be so bad, you know? And there's nothing wrong with it. I can still do this full time doing that other job for 2 hours because I'm sorry, 20 hours a week. It's just going to be like 2 days. It's actually 16 hours a week. So I can do that. I can do that. It'll just be, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'll be on Whatnot. And then the other days I'll be working full time. And I could still do Whatnot in the evenings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, and even on the weekends. So, like, I'm not even going to hate myself for it, but I just have to allot my time differently. But I'm liking it so far. I learned a little bit more yesterday and messing with money and it's stressing me out because it's not my money. 'Cause I don't want to mess anything up. But I'm kind of learning business from a different aspect too. So I think that's going to be a good thing to help me improve my own business over here on Whatnot as well. So if I do learn anything and I can share with you guys here, then I definitely will do that. There's just a lot of ins and outs and all the things. Miss Fable, welcome in. And Maribel, yeah, part time. I don't see nothing wrong with part time, especially if they can offer you benefits. I'm a little sad that they don't offer health benefits, but typically, if it's part time, they don't. But I like that they do offer retirement. So it gives me peace of mind. I mean, we have to look out for retirement benefits because I want things to be able, from my other job that I had for 18 years, I have all that money set aside for my 401k and my pension that I had. And now I can keep adding to it. And so I have, a little bit more of a nest egg that I can sit on, which I really like that idea because I know with Whatnot, I was not going to be putting money aside for that. So I don't want to work until like I'm 85. I would like to have some enjoyment in my life. So I mean, it's a good thing to consider that. I mean, if you guys are doing Whatnot full time, you definitely need to consider what do I need to be putting away to pay for taxes? What money should I put aside for um, having, a little nest egg for whenever I do retire down the road, and then emergency fund for those what if situations that could happen in life. It's really hard to do all that allotment, but it is something to think about in the long run for sure. Um, does anyone have questions? I feel like I'm just rambling. I'm really good at rambling, but I like direction sometimes. But just let me know. I did show how to load an item earlier, which is really good. I know somebody asked me how to do that, so that's why I made sure to do that. And then I did do my bin items. I believe this one's still on flash sale. I have my max shipping guide in there, and then I have my shipping guide. Those are two different guides that I have created. It's just basically paying for my time for making them and then the ink because y'all know regular printer ink is not cheap. Okay, why is that not working? There we go. There we go. I just did another flash sale in those. So if anyone's interested in those, definitely grab one up. I've been thinking about making another guide for help, but I haven't figured out what exactly I want to put in it. But if anybody has suggestions or questions that you may have, let me know. I know there's other sellers that offer like these big $200 bundles. I'm doing the kickoff tomorrow, yes. And I mentioned that at the beginning. Yes, I do use a thermal printer. I use a Jaden printer, and I have it in my Amazon storefront, which I have my if you copy this QR code, it links it to my link tree. Under my link tree, I have the link to my Amazon storefront, and it has the exact thermal printer that I have. And I believe it's like 60 or $70. I didn't spend no $300 on it. And I love this one. Most of I would say all of the thermal printers that I find on sale, they work in it. They work fabulous because there's some of those that like Dymos, they only use their labels, which is stupid because that one's $300 and why do I want to spend more money on labels? This one I can use pretty much any label on. I have made my own stickers so I can decorate my boxes. Like I can put fragile on it. I can put my logo on it with different labels. And then I also use it for the other. And it saves you so much on ink. And I think I spend like $10 for like 1,000 labels. And I use it all the time. And not just for this platform, for all the different platforms that I'm on. And it's just the best investment for your business, to be honest, instead of paying for ink, because you guys, regular ink is expensive. And there is some sellers on the app that they just use their thermal printer. My thermal printer's over there. That's why I'm pointing. But they actually create logos and labels and stickers for sellers, and then they sell them on Whatnot. And they just use their thermal printer for that. They just buy different labels off of Amazon. And I'm like, that's really cool. I mean, if you have the aspect of being able to design and can do like a black and white type label and you can print them out, you can put them on iridescent ones, and that's really cool. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have some shows coming up later in the week. Is it hard to keep up with making sure the product goes to the right buyer? No, generally no, because of my process of how I pack. So I go down the list in the seller hub. It gives you a list of who your buyer is, and then you break it down of what they buy. And so let's say you bought something for me. I'll say, okay, Jenna Lee bought this item and this item. I bring it together on my table. I bubble wrap it, and then I pack it in a box and I put your name on it and I put the weight. And then I go to the next person. I see shoot from the hip bought three things from me. I go grab them, I pack them, put them in a box, put your name on it, and put the weight. And then I go and get the labels made. I go to my computer and I'm like, okay, here's shooting from the hip box. It weighs 75 ounces. So I'll just make sure the weight is correct. I print my label, slap it on the box, and then go to the next one. I go to your box and it says, oh, okay, it's 43 ounces, and then I print my label, and it's absolutely fine. That's how I do it. One by one by one, I keep everything labeled. And so I don't get anybody confused, because I don't want to accidentally send the wrong item to the wrong person, because that creates a disaster. I've had that happen to me as a customer, and I never got the item that I really, really wanted. And yeah, it was kind of a bummer. I wish they could have got it back from the other person that got it. But it's happened to me. But if you do the process like that, and I've always done that for 2 years, and I've never had a problem. I never had a problem. And I don't print my labels right away. I print them after I get everything packed so I can make sure the weight is accurate. I see sellers putting clothes on the side without marking them. They're probably doing video receipts, or they have a tag on their hanger with a number. I know my friend in San Antonio, her name is Steffi BTX. She's a clothing seller, and she has her items preloaded, number one, so that helps her. But also, she has them on the hanger and they have like a number, like I'll say 055, and she'll move it and it just stays with the item. So she knows 055 with this picture, that item goes to that person. But she used to take like little round stickers and have like numbers on them if she did random pulls, and she would just stick them like in the back where you would have the tag, the clothing tag. Um, and that's how she kept them straight too. So sometimes they may be doing it like where you don't see it. Like they may just be grabbing a sticker and putting it on the item so they can keep it straight. But typically that's what they do. Even if I do random pulls, sometimes I don't necessarily mark all my items, but I put them off to the side and I try to group them according to who bought them. But also I have my video receipts to tell what the heck they bought during that live too. Is it better to preload the picture of the item before starting? Personally, I like preloading because it makes shipping a lot easier because you have the picture of the item. But as you grow on the app and you start selling more items, like a really big seller, random pulls is fine. Just number your items. So if you sell it and it's, listed at the bottom of the screen and it says item number 22, and you're just doing random pull 22, put a 22 on it and you're good to go. Go to the next one, go to the next one. Some people sell it according to what the weight is. And so I do that too. And I just label it like A through G or something. So I can sell something, it'll be D1 and another one will be B4, just depending on what it is and what the weight is. So I just label it accordingly. But it will actually tell you in the listing and in Seller Hub what it is. And honestly, whenever I do live selling and it is like a random number, typically I'll do a screenshot So it at the bottom of the screen, it'll say random pull B4 and I'll have the person's name on the bottom of who won. And I'll have it up on the screen right here so I can see what the item is, who won, and what they paid, and what the name of it is. So I'll see all of that, and I'll just have to go through my photos after the show. And it's easy, easy peasy. You just have to remember to screenshot. But it's kind of nice as well if you are not able to tag it. So it's been 2 hours or an hour already, you guys. I have got to run. I put myself an hour and then I got to go do my other things. You guys, oh no, Heart to Haven. I did you a favor, okay? Go to my YouTube channel, watch this one live. I believe it did cross over. You just found out I was on. It's okay. I did do something for you because I know you said you didn't know how to load. So if you go over to my YouTube channel, Heart to Haven, I did do an upload of like one of these baseballs into the show, showing like what buttons to push and everything of how to enter an item. So hopefully that helps you. And if you need me to do another like how to, let me know. But you should be able to watch that. It's under Gems and Joy on YouTube, and then it has like the tabs at the top. Click live, and it'll be this one and whatever the show's called. It'll just say let's chat about whatnot. You're welcome. But yeah, just let me know. I can send you a video as well if you need me to send you anything. You're welcome, Jenna Lee. I hope I helped you as well. You guys bookmark my future shows. If you see the ones that say seller support and you see my German Shepherd dog, I'm going to be doing another one of these seller supports. It should be listed for next Monday, the 15th. And then I'm going to be on doing my selling shows Thursday. I have a kickoff for Only Feet, and then I have my show that evening. And then on Friday, I have another kickoff to day 2 of Only Feet. And then I'm also in another selling show, Sleeping Beauty, which is going to be fun. And then Saturday, I have 2 shows as well as a Whatnot meetup. I'm super excited. It's okay, Heart to Haven. I hope everything's okay with the police. I'm afraid to ask. I'm afraid to ask, but I hope you're okay. But just let me know if you need more help because I know you're about to do your show. I hope I don't miss your show on Saturday. I have a Whatnot meetup and other things. But thank you guys for joining. Let's see who we can raid. I'm gonna see what comes up for me. Um, let's go over to Thrifting for May. Looks like she's selling vintage decor, and I'm going to send her some love because I don't really get to rate her. I don't think I ever have. So let's send her some love, and I will see you guys later. Bye, friends.